Hey everyone, so in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting your carousels created. So what you want to go ahead and do in terms of getting your carousels created is first starting off and clicking on Create Design, and then clicking on Instagram Story. Now, once we've gone ahead and clicked there, what you're going to go ahead and do is look for a background image. Now, what you want to do with this background image is really make sure that it doesn't pull too much attention away. It's a very like what we were talking about when finding your carousel images, we want this to be a very nonchalant image and it to not pull away too much attention from the text. So I just went ahead and grabbed an image in here. So this is going to be the image we can use for this carousel. Now what we want to go ahead and do is click on text, add a heading, and then you're going to go ahead and type in the very first block of your ad copy. So I went ahead and copied that. Now I'm going to paste it in here. Now we'll go ahead and switch this text over to about 50. Put the effect, put a background on it. For this one, I'm going to use a white background with black text. We always want to make it look really nice. So shaping it up in there. And then that looks great. Cool. So now what we're going to go ahead and do next is click on the bottom here where these three dots, click on duplicate page. Now we're going to have another page to where we can go ahead and grab our second piece of text. This is our second block. We'll go ahead and make that look nice. There we go. We'll keep repeating this process for all the text. You may have a duplicate page piece on the top here, and it may drop it down below. Either way works, this way here, or if it duplicates it and drops it down below, they're both the exact same thing in terms of when you download them. So now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this again. Grab the next piece of text. Make sure that it looks nice in the middle. And we always want to make sure that this text is within a 1080 by 1080 square here. And that will make a lot more sense once we go ahead and upload your images. So just make sure that it's in the middle of your image. We always want it to be as close to in the middle of your image as possible. And then we can go ahead and complete this. So we'll keep duplicating this. So now I've gone ahead and just dropped all of that text on there. So as you can see, if we're going through these cards, it's going to go ahead and go through this text, as you can see here. Now it does look like some of these are a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go ahead and push this in and then pull this text out to make it easier to read. Same thing with this one. It's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to pull it out here, pull it in, and then drag it into the middle. Get a little bit smaller. Great. Same thing here. Drag it out. A little bit smaller. Great. That looks awesome. Cool. And now what we want to go ahead and do is duplicate this last page, delete out the text, and then you'll want to go ahead and add in your book bundle or whichever bundle you're promoting. You'll want to go ahead and add that in here. And then you can go ahead and add some text in at the very top, asking a question. You can even say, would you read? Or are you in? Really anything you'd like, or you could say, would you read this? Whatever the actual genre is, anything of that sort, to just make sure that we're asking the reader a question. Now, what you always want to do on this very last page is make sure that we click on Elements, click on Shapes, and then you're going to drag it out to a 1080 by 1080. Do you see that width and that height right down there on the bottom right? So right about there, 1080 by 1080. Pull it into the middle. So you'll see those lines right there. And as long as you don't see the book bundle or the text, then we know that it's going to fit in the absolute middle. And so that's going to come into play when we actually drop in these ads. So make sure that everything fits in there. And then once it does, you can delete that block and you're good to go. Now you can always just download these as all pages, and that will go ahead and download all of them for you. So that's how you can go ahead and take your text and drop it onto these carousels. And then what we're going to go ahead and do in the next video is we're going to actually get your entire campaign structure set up. So super excited for that video. So I'll go ahead and see you there.